Look at my bun. Look.
We're gonna make the bun a TikTok.
For real. The bun. Look. And for everybody who thought I was boy under those wigs, nope. So we're back
again.
So we're in a new location. So we decided we needed a moment.
A moment.
But a mom moment. So a moment.
A moment.
Away from our kids, our men, everybody. So here we are. We took a little staycation. So before we get into what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about this drink. So we don't have wine today. So we don't
even want to know why we don't got wine today, but liquor is better anyways.
Right, just know. Corkscrews are the devil.
Where's the liquor?
Right. Okay, so this is called a high tide drink, and it has Malibu rum, sweet and sour mix, blue
Curacao.
No.
Curacao. I'm a bartender, low key. It's Curacao.
Alcoholic bartender, same thing. Sour apple mix, limoncello, and glacier cherry Gatorade.
I'm about to say.
Right. I'm like, Gatorade. Okay. So today, because we were both love true crime
and psychopaths.
Low-key. So we're going to, first, before we talk about our favorite true crime cases, we're going to get into this quiz that we found to see if we are psychopaths or not. See if we have psychopathic traits or not. So we're going to go through the questions and answer them together so we can see as a collective, are we psychopaths?
Let's see.
All right, so let's start. So, the first question is, you rarely catch me making any plans. I'm far too spontaneous. Me personally, I can't do something if it's not planned out.
Right.
So, I would say we both disagree.
Especially if my plan is to get some rest or sleep in or something.
I'm
definitely not going outside, no.
So, I have no problem cheating on my partner if I knew I could get away with it. I would disagree because I really have a big, like, my conscience, I would just, like, break down and tell.
So sorry, just tell.
I would.
Like Zion, I'm sorry, mommy. Oh, I don't like that face.
Y'all know I'm good for being like, no. It's not bad, but it's definitely sour shit in here. Sour stuff in here. It's not bad. It tastes like a melted like popsicle or something. It's dangerous.
I could definitely taste the sweet and sour.
It's not giving alcohol. It's giving like juice.
Yeah.
So, back to the question. So, no, I couldn't cheat if I knew I could get away with it. Because me personally, I could probably get away with it because, like, how would he know? Like, I feel like I could be a good sneaky person, but mentally, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Mentally, no, because then I'm like, well, if I did it,
he doing it.
He doing it.
Now I'm like,
right.
So, disagree. Maybe we're not psychopaths. If I got a better offer, I wouldn't mind canceling long-standing plans. Agree?
Yes, I would. Strongly agree.
If Antoinette called me and be like, let's go do this, I got something to do with something else. Oh, I'm sorry, Zion's sick.
I can't do it.
That's not true.
Bad friends.
That's why we're
not to each other, though.
Right, not to each other. That's why we're not friends. Whatever. I don't get bothered by seeing animals injured or in pain. Okay. I'm about to sound bad. I could give a shit less about animals.
I'm like, oh, but then keep going on.
Like, you better, that squirrel better get out the road. Because I hit me. Stray cat, skirt, hit it. So,
better get out the way.
And my vision bad. At night, all I see is a tail and shit under my car. So, I would have to say, agree. I don't care. Now, if it's a kid, I'm like crying. I'm devastated.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there. But if it's a dog, no, I don't care.
Give a fuck.
I don't care about those things.
That's your dog. Move your dog. I beeped once. I hit it after. All right, so it would be fun to drive fast cars, ride roller coasters, and go skydiving. Skydiving, I don't know, but I like roller coasters and fast cars. It depends. Like if we on a highway, don't go fast.
I don't know. I'm not with the fast cars thing, but the other two I would do. I would skydive and I would do roller coasters.
All right, so I would do fast cars and roller coasters.
So yes.
So yeah, agree. Oh, we might be psychopaths.
Because I think it's the thrill.
I think it's okay to step over people to achieve my own ambitions. Yes.
Yes.
I'm not
what
about to.
What you got to do with me? I'm not about to stay down here because you down here.
Girl, crab. What they call it, a crab in a barrel mentality. I'm gonna pull you down.
Excuse me.
Not pull you down, but
I'm definitely gonna step
you're not
over
gonna hold me down.
Right.
I'm gonna. Excuse me. Skirt. Oh well, we should do. We should. Excuse me. I gotta go.
Right.
So agree.
I did that already.
All the time. I can't stop what I have to do because you don't want to do what's necessary to get what we need. Right. If we got a plan or if we said we're gonna do something and you keep BSing, I gotta go. Right. Like I ain't heard.
I'll help you get there once I get there, but no.
And I don't even feel like you don't even want the help because I was trying to help you before, so I'm here now. Sorry, peasant.
Next.
All right, so I'm very persuasive in getting people to do what I want. It's a real talent of mine. I can. I really can. Ooh. I could sell feathers to a duck.
I could because I'm not the type of person who like
to take no. You're not gonna tell me no.
Right.
Why not? Just buy it.
And I'm not the person who like asks for a lot of stuff or.
But you are, because she'll send me something and be like, we should buy it. And I'll be like, why? And she'll be like, because this is, I'm like, all right.
And guess what we do? We bought it.
Yeah, so agree. We probably psychopaths. I don't like this. My ability to make quick decisions means I would suit a. We had drinks earlier.
Right.
My ability to make quick decisions means I would suit a dangerous job. Well, because we work in healthcare, we have to be quick on our feet. Right. We have no choice but to make. If somebody is coding in front of me, I can't stand there and be like,
think about
where's the manual? The hell? So
agree.
When the people around me are crumbling under pressure, I'm usually the one with a cool head. It depends. I can be the one with the cool head, but inside I'm like, what's up?
Right.
But I'm not the one like, just calm down. It's okay. But inside I'm like, it is not okay. We are going down.
Only because there's no other way. So I'm not going to be panicking because...
We all can't panic because we're really not going to get out of the situation that we're in. We're all in a panic. If you panicking, I'm like, you should chill.
Right. So agree.
And the inside, I'm like...
Right.
Praying. If someone gets kind, who cares? They're asking for it.
If somebody gets what?
Kind. Okay. Let's break this down. Because I would have to say agree. Because how many times you get those extended warranty calls? You giving them people your information? You don't even have no car.
I think it depends.
You don't have a damn car.
I think it depends on the situation.
It depends on the situation because sometimes old people get scammed and they're not asking for it because they don't necessarily know. But if somebody call you and say, oh, like I got a call. Oh, this is Pico calling from your light bill. You overpaid. We need your information to give you your money back. One, Pico was not going to do that. They just going to be like, well, thanks.
Right.
That's for one.
Or they might put it on your next bill. But they definitely, first of all, give it to me. Give it back the way you got it.
They not going to call because you already got my information to put it back if that's what you were going to do. And two, I don't even have Pico.
Well, yeah.
So
that and
if you are in a sound mind and you let them people con you, you were asking for it because you know you ain't paid Pico for the last however many months you lived in that place. Now all of a sudden you got Pico.
But what if you like move to a new place or go to a new place and somebody's like, you have to do this or this is gonna happen? Yeah, you can look it up, but if you don't have time,
I'm big on research. I'm make time.
But what if you don't have time?
I'm making time. You gotta wait. If you want my money that bad, you'll wait until I get the information that I need for myself.
But I'm the type of person who do the research before I go. So I do no research. Ain't nobody say nothing about this when I research.
So now I don't want it.
No, thank you.
So yes, you asking for it. Except for old people. Don't be kind of old people. That's terrible. Leave money in her account.
I guess I gotta say agree then.
I'm rarely to blame for things usually going wrong. It's usually the fault of people around me.
I already know what
the Virgo in me is gonna have to agree. Look at my bun. My bun drunk too. The Virgo in me is gonna say it's definitely you people. It's not. Why would it ever be me?
I would agree because I don't put myself in situations where
never.
I never put
myself in situations where
I'm not gonna do it.
If things go wrong, it's not because I put myself there. It's because something that somebody else did.
Right.
So agree. It's you. It's not me. It would never be me. It's definitely you. Talk to your therapist about that. Oh, really? Now I was talking about asking questions. This is gender and stuff. Y'all newsy. Now I gotta type all this stuff in. Hold on. Please hold occupation. Prefer not to say. Mind your business. Income.
What I gotta do with I'm a psychopath.
If I'm a psychopath, I'm a psychopath, whether I'm rich or poor. Favorite animal. Not the squirrel that I be hitting.
The one that she
So 82% we are psychopaths. That's over 50.
We knew that though.
I mean, don't mean no never mind the men. Just watch your back. Basically. Alright, so now that we know that we're psychopaths, maybe this will explain why we love true crime so much. So now we're gonna get into our favorite true crime cases. I will say I'm gonna fix my bun, but I'm not. Next video it'll be up. So you wanna go first? You want me to go first?
I can go first because mine is the most infamous true crime case.
Go ahead.
O.J. Simpson.
He did that shit.
I believe he didn't. O.J. is innocent, okay?
He did that shit. He did it good enough to get away with it.
Y'all better go look at that son.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear the information about the son? The son did it. The son had, what was he diagnosed with? Some type of mental issue.
Don't say that because I ain't going to think we saying all mental people kill people.
No, but I'm saying that's one of the facts. So he was diagnosed with a mental issue. He was on probation at the time. He wrote letters like, I'm gonna kill whoever hurt somebody that I love, basically. He left like a crazy voicemail or something. He did it. It was the son.
It was the son.
OJ is innocent. Don't play with my uncle.
For the record, that is not her uncle.
That's my uncle.
Alright, so my first one is Jodi, Arias, and Travis Alexander. Can I tell you how many videos I've watched? I watched the entire court. Like, when it happened, I was young. But now, like, looking back, I watched all the court videos. He was in there cartwheeling and stuff. Miss, you just killed somebody. Like,
she was crazy.
She asked them, when they were about to take her booking photos, can I put my makeup on first? She said, ready for my close-up. She did that. And it's known that she did it, but she was trying to make it seem like it was self-defense. No, you just killed that man because he didn't want you no more. And I see why he didn't want you no more. She literally, like, first of all, I'm very creepy that I like, not that I like, but I can look at autopsy photos and not be like, it don't make me cringe. So I looked at his autopsy photos because they got leaked, which I feel like is really disrespectful. Don't leak nobody's autopsy photos. That's somebody's son, somebody's uncle. Don't do that. But they were leaked and I saw it. So she stabbed him.
Don't do it, but I'm going to look if you do.
Basically. She stabbed him 27 times. She sliced his throat from ear to ear. You put effort into that.
Yes, you wanted
to
do it.
She shot him in the head. So he was like, I was watching the video, basically it was explaining what happened. She must have stabbed him the one time because it's pictures, so they were like taking sexual pictures or whatever, and he got in the shower. I don't know how she convinced him to get in the shower. She probably was like, let's take pictures in the shower or something. Men are nasty. He was with it.
Right.
So the last picture that she took on the camera of him alive, he looked scared to death. And she must have been either holding a gun or a knife or something when he knew, like, this is it. She's about to kill me. And I can't, like, I want to know what was going through his mind. Unfortunately, like, this is it. Or, like, was he thinking of a way to, like, maybe I can fight her, or, like, maybe she won't do it if I talk her out of it.
He was probably just shocked at the time.
Right. I feel like
what's happening?
I feel like the first thing she did was shoot him because he was so much bigger than her. I feel like
she had to get him down.
She had to get him down because he probably could have taken her down if she had a knife or something. So she probably did shoot him first. But then the camera must have fell, so it's snapping pictures of him bleeding. That's why I think she shot him first. But so she stabbed him. She slit his throat, and then like he was trying to run, so she must have shot him first. He probably had all that adrenaline and was trying to run out the bathroom, and she drug him back. That's how you know he probably passed out. She drug him back because, like I said, he was a big guy. Put him back in the shower and just kept doing it. That's not self-defense.
She was crazy, and she enjoyed it. That's how you know she enjoyed it.
And then she left. And kept doing it. She left. After that, put the sheets in the camera. First of all, you put the camera in the washing machine. You didn't even start the washing machine. Girl, if you wanted to get away with it, which she probably would have anyway, because all his friends knew she was crazy.
Right.
You should have took the camera with you. At least the memory card.
She didn't care.
Then she went to her boyfriend's house. She said, Didita's son, gonna go get me some.
Right.
Like, girl, what?
Back to normal.
Nothing happened. And then the boyfriend straight snitched, because that'd be me. It was him. It was him. You're not taking me down.
Nothing to do with it.
I'm not riding or dying. It was him. It was him. She came to court. She didn't dye her hair. Tried to look all innocent with glasses. You ain't innocent. You crazy.
She was crazy.
It was her. Okay, so
my next one is Isabella Guzman. That one was real big on TikTok. Did you hear about it or see it?
I feel like her name Guzman sounds familiar.
She killed her mom in the bathroom. She stabbed her mom 79 times.
Oh, did she go to jail?
She went to jail.
She needed to.
But they got like videos of her in the courtroom, and she smirking at the cameras, and
no.
She was crazy. So her mom called the cops on her multiple times because she was scared of her, basically. Her mom and dad got divorced, and she didn't like her mom after that.
No, I feel like I heard about this. She was like 14, 15. She was like rebellious, kept running away or something.
Yep, that was her. Yep. And her parents was what was their religion?
Mormon.
No. What's the other one?
Travis was Mormon. That's what made me say Mormon. I'm like, Mormon.
No, what's the religion?
Muslim?
Jehovah Witness.
Oh.
They were Jehovah Witness, and she didn't like it. So
why not just run away though? You can run away and never come back.
No,
and I really feel like the mom would have looked for her. Honestly, she's out there.
She was scared. Her mom was scared of her.
Yeah.
They kept calling the cops on her. And then the day that she killed her mom, she had sent her mom an email like, "You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for what you did or whatever." So the mom called the cops, and then she called the dad, and the dad came over and talked to her. And the dad like, "Yeah, we had a really good conversation." She said she was gonna change. And then after the conversation, it was like an hour conversation. She went to her room, and she was in her room for the rest of the night. And then mom went upstairs to get in the shower. Stepdad was downstairs and was like, all I heard was noise coming from the bathroom. So I ran up there, and I saw her close the door. And he just heard the wife screaming basically. They said she got 79 stab wounds, and it looked like she got beat with a bat in that one bathroom. So she ran away, and they found her in her car in a parking lot with still the bloody clothes and the knife and everything. Your mom though, so she was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and she said she heard voices and stuff, and the voices told her to kill her mom because her mom was somebody named Cecilia, and she had to kill her mom to save the world.
So I think that, I'm not gonna say like all serial killers, but I feel like, or she wasn't a serial killer, but I feel like they use that. They try to use that to get away with it,
right?
Because there are so many people out here who are schizophrenic or something, and they don't do stuff like this.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody,
you only played that way so she wouldn't
go to jail.
Right.
But no, nobody told you to stab Cecilia 79 times. Cause you ain't never seen Cecilia in your life, but the day you killed your mom, all of a sudden she's Cecilia.
And then as soon as the cops come, you want to tell the story. You ain't tell us nobody the story before.
Cause no, she meant that.
So she got off, but they sent her to a mental health hospital, and she's staying there for the rest of her life.
But that's not jail.
You're
not going to pay for what you did.
No.
You're just going to be medicated and walk around like a zombie like the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. So my next case is about a girl named Skylark Neese. You ever heard about this case?
That name sounds familiar.
So Skylar had like a best friend, and a new girl moved to town, so they all became like a group of friends. And then the two other friends started like getting closer, and she felt left out. And then the two other friends started like being real sexual with each other, and Skylar was like, no thank you. Mm-hmm. So they called her one night and was like, let's go smoke somewhere, and they drove somewhere, and they killed her.
And that's the one where everybody here I'm talking about, oh, your friend said they was going to kill you.
I don't know. It might have been out, but I'm not sure. But the one friend who was a part of it, she like went crazy trying to keep the secret because nobody knew what happened to her.
Right.
She went crazy, and like she ended up like had gone to a mental hospital or something, like telling the mom like what happened.
And that's the one they got a video of, like the girl getting into the car.
It might be. I think
that's
so.
The one.
Yeah. That's crazy. Watch who you call your friends. I'm gonna shoot you though. So don't come right here with the mess. Go ahead. What's your next one?
The Bradley sisters. Have you heard about that one? From Chicago? So they were in the house by themselves when mom went to work. I think they were like 10 and 3. So mom went to work, and she came home to check on them, and they weren't there.
Stop.
First of all, they're still missing till today.
Oh my god.
And nobody's been arrested. But so they were looking at mom because mom had a voicemail from them talking about, oh mom, George is at the door, and he said we was go pick up the cake, and then we're gonna come get you from work. and she never told him about it. And then she found a note from the daughter saying, "Oh, we're going to the park, or we're going to the store or the park or something like that. We'll be back." And they like the handwriting is the daughter's, but the way it's written don't sound like her. And then mom didn't want to go down because they thought they found like surveillance video of them at a store. Mom didn't want to go down there for that. I feel like mom was kind of apprehensive to tell them because first mom was like, "Oh no, I was asleep when it happened." But you know how parents be scared to say, "Oh, I left my kids in the house by myself." Right. So I didn't really find that as like a red flag.
Right. Maybe she just was afraid that if they did find them, they would take them from her because she left them home.
And she got other kids.
Okay.
So she was scared to tell them that, but she was scared to tell them about the voicemail. So she deleted the voicemail. Like, they heard the voicemail, they knew about it, but then she deleted it soon after.
Oh.
So, like, mom was acting real suspicious. George is her youngest child's father, and there's another George that I think it's like an uncle or a cousin or something. I don't know, but they didn't know what George it is.
Right. And mom wouldn't say, like, oh,
right, but they said George is, the voicemail said George is at the door. It's not like George came in. Right. So why did they call to say George is at the door? Right. But then they got so many leads, and none of the leads like panned out, or the cops didn't take it serious. Them girls are still missing.
When did it happen?
This was in like 2000. I think it was like the 20th anniversary last year.
Oh wow, that's a shame.
Yeah, that was real sad. They was 10-3. 10-3.
That's a shame. So my next one is Richard Chase, the vampire Sacramento. You ever heard about this case? Mm-mm. So he would like break into people's houses and stuff and like kill them, but like drink their blood and shit. Stuff. Weird. Like it was one of his victims was pregnant, and he like cut the baby out of her and like drunk her blood from her organs and stuff. If you did that to the mom, I can't imagine what you did to the baby.
That's disgusting.
It's very much disgusting. But his case was interesting to watch about and learn about because he was crazy. Like, first of all, remember you were young, you would get a cut and you would like lick it. That's nasty.
That's where he started. That's where it started for him.
Psychopathy starts when you lick your wounds.
That's disgusting.
That's nasty. So yeah, he's real. If you guys gotta look up these cases, we'll put all the not links, but we'll put all the names in the description box, so you can look them up if you're into true crime. What's your next one?
So I only got one more, and it's the Menendez Brothers.
Okay, so I just watched a video on them. Do you think that they were really being touched? I do.
You think so?
I do. Because even the cousin said it.
So
I think so. And then it was like, if you watch the trial, because if you go to trial, I'm watching it. I don't know, I'm watching it. So the older brother was talking about how the dad would like touch him and stuff, and then he started doing it to the younger brother. So if you look at when he said that, when he said it, if you look at the younger brother, it was true. Like, he was embarrassed.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I feel like it's really true, because how they acted. There's no acting in the world that they was being touched. Right. They was really serious. Like the reactions, they were.
I don't know if it's enough to just like kill boys.
No, I'm not saying that's a reason, but
I feel like as a mom, if my son say so and so touched me, I believe my son, and I'm going to kill you.
And I don't care who it is, dad, grandpa, uncle, cousin. I don't care who it is.
Because now you're just another person underground because you're done. And if he was lying, I am so sorry. Rest in peace. But I already did what I did.
Right. It's too late.
I'm so sorry.
You shouldn't have did whatever you did to make him take that.
You shouldn't have did whatever you did to make him feel like it was inappropriate. It was inappropriate anyway. So it was leading up to that. In my mind, it was leading up to that. And you had to go.
But then they said they were scared for their lives. Like they thought their parents were going to kill them, which is why they did it. Now, I don't think that's okay.
I don't think that's true either.
But I don't know. Like maybe I need to do some more research, but I don't know if they like tried to tell somebody before all of this happened, or how many times they tried to tell somebody.
The younger brother was going to therapy. And I think I want to say he told the therapist stuff. But then he also confessed to the therapist about like killing them.
Yeah.
And they confessed to the therapist about killing them, and the therapist was about to be a witness, but the older brother went to the therapist. The only reason why, so the younger brother confessed to the therapist, but you can't use that type of stuff in court because that's confidential. But the older brother then went to the therapist, threatening the therapist. So now it's evidence.
Right.
Dummy. But I feel like, I don't know. If a child say they're being touched, they're being touched.
Because kids don't know enough. Like
they just know it makes them uncomfortable. If you tell somebody not, if you tell a kid, oh, don't tell nobody I did this and that and the other, it's wrong, and they know it's wrong. And especially if they feel uncomfortable, and you gotta pay attention to how kids act around certain people, because they may not say something, but their actions say it all.
Right.
Their actions say it all. If my son is uncomfortable, my son is very clingy to me anyway. But if he's uncomfortable, he's extremely clingy. Like, don't put me down, clingy.
And then there's some people who they felt like they could go talk to.
Right.
And then they gonna be like, oh, don't tell nobody.
Don't tell me, don't tell
nobody. I'll take care of it. Don't tell nobody.
Tell everybody.
Everybody. Until somebody do something about it, tell everybody.
Tell everybody. Once you tell me, I'm gonna do something about it. So you ain't gotta tell nobody else, because I done handled it. Mama handled it. It's alright.
Yes, tell me. Tell mommy. You're next.
So I'm not gonna do all of mine because I got a lot. I really can watch true crime.
I can too, but I don't remember them. But they just go in one ear, out the other.
So my next one, I'm not gonna do this one because that's a little creepy. My next one is this one.
Do the collar.
I'm gonna do the collar bomber. So I don't know if anybody,
I love that story.
I don't know if anybody ever heard of it, but if you gotta watch the show Evil Genius on Netflix. It's not a show. It's like a maybe 4-part documentary. It's about this lady.
What you mean if they don't know about it? That was people don't know about that, or are we just crazy?
People may not know about it, okay. But watch Evil Genius on Netflix.
This case is crazy.
Marjorie Dale Armstrong. So she is a woman who was like manipulative. She could get whatever she wanted, and she was going to get whatever she wanted.
She had like 6 husbands.
She had a lot of husbands. She even killed her current boyfriend and stuffed him in her ex-boyfriend deep freezer and had him help her.
And I feel like she killed the last 2 husbands before that.
She did, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So basically what happened was, it was her and 2 other guys. They like forced this pizza guy to rob a bank, but they strapped this bomb around his neck, like this homemade bomb around his neck, and they tied a collar bomber, right? So they tied a guest shirt around it, and he was trying to explain. And then he had like this, it would look to be a cane, but it was actually like a homemade like shotgun. He was trying to explain to the cops like, y'all gotta get this off me. It's gonna go off. It's gonna go off. It blew up, and it blew him up
to smithereens,
basically. And then the bomb squad got there 3 minutes after the bomb blew his head off, and so they were trying to figure out what happened. So she's actually in jail now for this, because everybody who was a part of it said that it was her. Like, everybody who took part in it is in jail, or I think one of the people passed away.
In jail. So I watched a video about this.
Excuse me, she's in jail forever.
And they're trying to say the other guy, her ex-boyfriend, the one who's
did it, Bill?
No, the one who freezer the body was in. That's his name.
He died though.
That's the one that died. I thought the other one died.
No, okay. He died.
They trying to say he was like the mastermind behind all of it.
No,
like it might have been her idea, but he like built everything. Let's say that.
Yeah, I think that was the case, but he died, so it was like, well, we got to pin it on, not pin it on somebody, but we got to say something. And I think a lot of the stuff that she's saying, because if you watch the documentary, they actually talked to her,
right?
And she's basically blaming it on Bill. But I also feel like that's because he died and he can't really say no, it wasn't me.
Right. So do you think the guy who had the bomb strapped to him had something to do with it? You don't think so?
No, because I think he was. I'm not going to allow you to strap an active bomb to my neck.
But what can you do if it's 4 people sitting here? Like, how could you?
I think that they forced him to. Like, I think that they maybe beat him up or something and put it on him. I really think so.
I don't know.
Especially because his job, they actually found out it was him because his job was like he didn't come to work today. Like that wasn't him. It was very outside of his norm. I don't think.
No,
I don't
he
think
was delivering a pizza.
Right, but they was like he didn't come back. Like he didn't come back.
But I also feel like, well, the videos that I watched was like, it was the end of his shift and he like voluntarily took this order.
But then they said that he was like such a nice guy that was him. Like, oh, I'll do it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't think he was a willing participant. I'm not gonna willingly put my life on the line, especially if I know the bomb is active. But then it was something that said he was willing because they said the bomb wasn't active.
Right. They told him it was a fake bomb, so he was like, all right.
Yeah, but then it was. So who knows? The only person that knows the people that was there, and
two of them did,
and then one of them is in jail forever. And she's still at jail screaming and hollering that it wasn't her. So another one that I have is Benet Ramsey. Her brother killed her, hands down.
I don't know that story.
How do you not know the story of Benet Ramsey?
Tell me the story.
So she was like a young little beauty queen. Her family was like well known, rich. I don't know if they had a party or something that night. She went to sleep. They woke up, she was gone. And they found her body like in like a basement somewhere.
How old is she?
She was like 6.
I don't know that story.
And now we gotta look it up when the video's over. But they never found her killer. But they said that she really her parents said she didn't eat before she went to sleep. But when they did the autopsy, she had pineapple in her stomach. I really think and then like it was real weird. Like her brother started acting weird as and he didn't.
So she was missing. Like
she was missing at first, but then they found her body.
Okay.
They found her body. I think her brother did it, 100%. We gotta look at that case. I think her brother did it. He started acting real weird as he got older because he was older than her. Right. But as the case, like they kept looking for her as he got older.
Where did they find her body?
In like a basement somewhere, in like the basement of the house or something.
Okay.
Yeah, she wasn't outside the house. He did that. And then I had the Jim Jones Jonestown massacre. Girl, Jim Jones, the cult leader, Jim Jones.
Oh yeah.
He made them drink all that Kool-Aid stuff and killed everybody. Yeah, that was crazy. I had the Delphi murders. That was fairly recent. Where it was, it's Delphi. I can't remember what state it's in, but the city is called Delphi. 2 girls were off school that day. They went walking, and they went missing. Like randomly went missing, but they have a Snapchat video of a person saying down this way. And they have a video, like they were Snapchatting.
Yes, I remember that.
And a guy was behind them, but they found their bodies and they don't know who. They have a sketch of the guy, and they have his voice, right? But they never found his mother.
So do you know the story about, what's her name?
I'm trying to check all these off to make sure I talked about them all.
Mora Murray, I think.
I feel like that sounds really familiar.
Where she was like a nursing student. And one day her dad came to see her and he was supposed to get her like a new car or something. And she took his car and she crashed. And then like the week later she went missing. She was supposed to be going on a trip. But she told her teachers like, oh, somebody in my family died, so I'm going to be off for a week. So she went on this trip. Well, don't nobody know about the trip but her. But she's supposed to have been driving. She got into an accident. And somebody called the cops. And then somebody else seen her and they were trying to help her. And she was like, no, I called AAA already. But the guy, like, we don't have good service here. So I know she was lying. But he didn't say nothing to her. He just went and called the cops again. 7 minutes later, the cops got there, but it was just her car there. So nobody else was there. And she's still missing. Like, they ain't find a body or nothing. But then they found out she was, like, real manipulative. She like, went to a school before the school that she was going to. And she got in trouble for stealing. Then she went to the new school. And she got in trouble for, like, credit card fraud, but nobody knew all of this information until after she went missing.
Right, no.
So Dad's like, maybe she just needed some time to like clear her head or something, because the week before she crashed Dad's brand new car.
Right.
So he probably thought she was just mad about that, so she went and hid. But that was crazy. That was on that podcast that I was listening to. You gotta listen to it.
Yeah, I never heard about that case. That's crazy. So that's it for this video. If you like true crime, comment down below your favorite true crime cases.
Yes, tell us what to listen to.
We're gonna link that quiz below, so you can tell us. Comment down if you take the quiz what percentage of a psychopath you are, if you have any percent. If you have 80%. Let us know your favorite true crime cases and give us some cases that we may not have talked about, that we may not know about, so that we can look them up and we can do a part 2.
And we definitely want to watch them, because that's all we like to watch. And
right,
listen to
at work, that's what we listen to, true crime podcast. So let us know. Comment, like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube.
Subscribe right now.
Right, subscribe right now, because I looked at our analytics and a lot of people that watch our videos are not subscribed.
Right now.
Subscribe. So that way you can know when we post new videos. What's about to say? Follow us on Instagram. I was thinking, should we make like a Twitter or like a Snapchat?
Do y'all like Twitter and Snapchat? If y'all like to see
Snapchat, you would just see the same stuff you would see on Instagram, though.
Right.
But Twitter, that's a way like we can communicate back and forth. But also, again, same thing on Instagram.
Exactly.
We can make a TikTok.
I mean, but we can communicate more on Twitter,
right? Because it's faster.
Right.
So let us know if you want us to make a Twitter or like a TikTok. We can post videos of.
I think we should make a TikTok.
Yeah. We can make TikToks to like
post
more
we do dumb stuff all day long.
All day. Look at my bun. Look.
We're gonna make the bun a TikTok.
For real. The bun. Look. And for everybody who thought I was boy under those wigs, nope.
it.
All right. Bye, guys.